Well, something I've been meaning to do for a while, and that's this job log at G4. It's been a while, and the reason why is because I got a little wrapped up in other projects and things that I really want to do, in particular writing. So there was my journal I was writing, but I kind of got stuck on that, so I decided to focus instead on writing this other story, which I've been thinking about for about 10 years. But still kept watching G4 TV and Attack the Show, and I'm still laughing, hilariously at everything.
Straight onto
and then once I finished that, decided, well, time to get serious. But in particular, the other thing I wanted to do was
straight onto US.
I have a
101 north
security clearance, so I wanted to get a job that would use it and keep it active. The only thing though is that the job is, who knows how long it'll last, so we'll see what happens. And because of that, well, I'm not going to totally abandon, my interest in Attack of the Show. Partly, one, because I, still love what they do, and I think they do a very good thing. And also, because I really appreciate what they do, and I want to try to help them out any way I can. And by that I mean, advertising for them. So, the other day, about a week ago, I went to San Mateo, California, just south of San Francisco, to Maker Faire, makerfaire.com. And there's Make Magazine, and it's just basically everything from that magazine. So all sorts of things that you can build and construct, handmade items, kits, brochures, you name it. And just a bunch of, neat arts and crafts, and, just do it yourself, and you name it there. Met up with Justin.tv there, and while I was walking around, also ran into Wil Oneal of G4 and Attack the Show. And I took a bunch of, film footage, and I think, for whatever reason, my hands nervous or something, but there's a lot of stuff that I missed. So I only got a little bit of film footage of him and his crew working. But I talked to him, said hi, and that's it. I just said hi, and like, what do we have in common? So, plus, just kind of spur of the moment. I didn't expect to see the guy, and if I had, I probably would have started talking to him and maybe follow him around, ask him some questions, and him and his producer. The producer I recognize from stuff. And I could have sworn he did a Kratos character, but I could be, but I'm probably mistaken. But he just looked like a guy because he shaved his head. But I'm fairly certain I'd seen him, and he even said, "Yeah, I'd done some skits." But I don't know. I think the guy was either having an off day or just kind of tired or distracted, or who knows? Because he was trying to chit chat and seemed a little distracted. It probably didn't need me distracting him, so. But I was glad I could film and, just talk to him. Will even said, well, I got an interview. And I was like, interview me? Why? I'm not that special. Come on, man. Like, no, we got to. And you're wearing the shirt, because we're wearing the Attack of the Show shirt. So, yeah, all right. And then, I was like, okay, well, maybe they'll show it. And, Monday through Thursday goes by, and finally, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, they finally aired the Maker Faire clip, and yeah, nothing of me, so I wanted to email Will and say, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not that good of an interviewee, so. What's really interesting about G4 and Attack the Show is that because of the demographic and because of the nature of who they're trying to appeal to, and just the nature of the material they're dealing with, which is, video games, internet culture, there's always this subversive element. And, because subversion, kind of thumbing your nose at authority and, laughing at authority and, doing your own thing, that's all about young people. That's what young people dig and, strive for. And so, all the people who attack the show, yeah, they try to capture that. They try to, embrace those elements. The problem is because they were picked up by these corporate business, which is part of E, their legal department has had to expand and grow. And with that expansion, comes the leash on what can be said and what can be done. And, they hint at it every now and then, and other people have talked about it. So it's just this very interesting kind of like give and take back and forth on, what can be said, what can they do, and what can they get away with. So right now I'm on my way to San Francisco to go meet up with Justin.tv. And really, why I'm going there is, for one, I'm new to the area, to San Jose, and don't know too many people. But really, I really identify with the Justin TV crew because, like me, unemployed, trying to think about, what can we do to make money? And, and here I had all these ideas, and I just didn't have people to work with to help me out on these ideas. Luckily, he had all his, these buddies who are, many of them were college friends, so they were able to work together and help each other out. And when I met up with them at the Maker Faire, I thought, well, why not take this opportunity, do a little bit of interviewing and talking to them and just practicing. And my main focus was talking to them about the group and how they work together as a group, how they came together to tackle the issue and the problem of how do you make this guy, how do you make this website and make this thing based around one person and his point of view? How do you make that interesting and entertaining? And then how do you make money off of that? And once that happens, how do you maintain the group, work ethic and solidarity? And it seemed to work out. The most personable guy of the group, just happened to be the guy that suggested the idea and, was able to carry it out. So they lucked out on that effect, or that effect. But Friday night, today is Sunday, I went over and was helping out because they were moving apartments. An interesting character was there. Hey guys, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just wow. It's just fascinating personalities. And there's one guy. His name was Martyn. Interesting guy. I need to talk to him some more. Some of the stuff he was telling me about is just kind of out there. It was oddball, but like I said, fascinating. And this other guy named Calvin, who just a really nice guy. He was telling me about San Francisco. One of the things about San Francisco, they got this thing, spring rolls around when it's warm enough, Bay to Breakers run, which is about an 8-mile track through the city streets of San Francisco. And it's basically become this a party, almost. There's people that run it, but there's also a lot of people that just walk it, and in costume, and a lot of open containers, and beer, and decorations of kegs. So like this, a couple people that had a Snuffleupagus float with 2 kegs inside, so it's amazing stuff. And all this trash, and costume contests, and you name it. I even saw a couple people dressed up as Spartans. Real fascinating stuff. And I was talking to this guy that lived in San Francisco, and he says, we love our mayor. And it's just fascinating to me that you have this place that all full of controversy. It's so small and so crowded and packed, and you imagine that there might be some problems, but in general, people get along pretty well. So the Attack of the Show has been thankfully changing its venue here and there, and in particular, they are. It's kind of like they're getting rid of, they're abandoning the Babe of the Week factor. They still kind of bring it in now and then, but it's definitely a lot more information, a lot more, addressing issues and the desires of the community, in particular like with websites that are helpful and useful.